Zinchenko with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. No, that's been intercepted. Shevchenko is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, he is slightly and he's decided to go for it. And for a moment, time stood still.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
And it's been played through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Zinchenko. 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Oh, that's a key interception. Mudryk. Looking for the run. Thuram looking to hit the byline here. Shot, surely! Goal! Spain! First blood drawn. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Spain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Spain have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Beckenbauer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, that's well spotted. Spain leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. And that has left him in a heap. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Now that looks a decent ball. He's onside! Schneider. And it's going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How would you review the first half?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed. So they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Spain happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. So we're straight... And the shot! And how good was that? About as smooth as it gets. And he is away. The launch of a brand new hero. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Spain are... Govbik! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Very nicely done. It's roll! It's hit the crossbar. Spain do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Now it's Mudryk. He's shifting through the... And a chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Cruyff quietly revving up. And this could be a Spanish counter-attack. Oh no, this does not look good. Played out towards the right wing. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, good spread. Nicely shaped ball. Raul is wide and looking to get onto this.
Substitutions taking place.
Dovbik. Out to the right. No way through there. That looks a good ball through. Roll! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Raul is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, it very much looks like...
Real chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Raul actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Goes looking wide. No, it's come to nothing. Makaleli has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. It's Schneider! And that is doing no harm at all. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Raul claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway.
Giuseppe Bergami, certainly one of the fiercest opponents I've had the honour of facing.
Well, one of Italy's finest and surely anyone's fiercest opponent. A master of everything defensive, Jim, and you, as you mentioned, faced him on the international stage.
Yeah, and his quiet and calm demeanour was the perfect disguise for that.
Oh, terrible mistake! Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, super shot at goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Toure with the short one. Neymar. Spain have the chance to go the other way. And he's intervened well there. More and more pressure on the ball here. Spain, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Beckenbauer. Now it's Neymar. Drop Neymar! And it's a goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And that is a little undercooked. And he's picked out the run. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. Costa Curta defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Raul receives it in a wide position.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's been won straight back.
Spain are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very... Neymar is on his own. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. India have a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious. Oh, that's disappointing. Raul proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Goes for a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Rummenigge clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And it's been taken short. He's in a great position here. Shapes to shoot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And there's the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And it's Neymar! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking for a runner. And this is Shevchenko. Seedorf. Maldini. Maldini going full steam ahead down the left flank. Oh, sweet feet. Nesta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Maldini. And this is Neymar. Great vision. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
India have their third corner. Toure goes short, and this is Neymar, and a shot! And that is doing no harm at all. And it's gone back to the keeper, Dida, the great organiser of defence. Maldini is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Tries to play it through. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And the keeper's given it away. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Shevchenko! And that could come back to haunt them.
Shevchenko was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Bullish header! And that could have brought them level.
Oh, they really needed him to put that away.
Maldini. No, not quite on the... And Shevchenko! And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Spain are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Maldini, the man that is tenacity personified. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well timed, excellent interception. And that will be it. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
I'd like to draw your attention.
Your final thoughts, Jim?
Right now for
That's a
information
fairly
on our
demoralising
shuttle
loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
It's Pele! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Pele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. That's going to go a long way. Good chance here! Oh, nice, just not quite.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Threads one in, thinks about the shot. Pele! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting. He's through, it's roll! It's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Raul takes a shot! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Spain have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Shot, surely! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Mendes attempts a clearance. Spain have the chance to go the other way. Cruyff. Oh, that is a... And the shot! Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Spain find a position of real strength now. And here's Çalhanoğlu. Thuram. Makaleli. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, that's delightful. Closing in. Roll! And how did he not make it four?
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now that looks a decent ball. He's through here. He's having a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And he hits the net. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
Roll! Crossbar comes to the rescue. No luck this time.
A message to the wise, it's probably better to try and get him behind that defence than try that over and over.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Spain really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Spain are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but it's Schneider! In for the pieces! They've done it! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Goal scorer for Spain after 50 minutes is number 10, Pele.
Spain are having a ball here. Kukçu. Turkey finding their passes. Kukçu. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking to play him in. Now it's Cruyff. Aimed beyond the chance for a shot! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he's worked it through. Roll! And that's wide.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Raul being hunted in packs.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Tries to pass it through. Aktürkoğlu has it in a wide position. Real chance! And yes, it's there! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Spain do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Stood up well to him there. Makaleli is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
Substitution for Turkey, number 10, Çalhanoğlu. Coming on to replace him is number 22.
Demiral, Bardakci. Turkey looking to pass their way through. It's run loose here. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a little off target. And here's Güler. Aktürkoğlu. Nuno Mendes. Beckenbauer. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Schneider. Makaleli is the team's great visionary. There's the shot! Oh, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
El Mali. Aktürkoğlu has created one goal already. Can he get on the end of this? Cruyff. Demiral gets over and intercepts. Aktürkoğlu. Now it's Yildiz. 4 added minutes on the board. Aktürkoğlu providing an shooting chance! And it's Kukçu. And that is that. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win.
Please join me.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed? So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Emerson Royal is making a start here. I wonder what sort of a role is... De Arrascaeta! Goal! Flamengo! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Flamengo are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
And they can counter here. Aimed beyond the defence. That's been slipped through. And the shot! Oh, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
De Arrascaeta certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Emerson for Pulgar. He's found a way past. There's some great run on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Great ball, charge, surely! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
De La Cruz brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. De Arrascaeta. Shoots! Cleared away. Goes looking wide. Played into space out wide. Jorginho defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Good running, strong and purposeful. Looking to play him in. And he's heaved it away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Throw in. And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Some first half thoughts?
OK, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Flamengo happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Flamengo definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
It's really well manoeuvred. And now a sudden chance to counter. And no, that was never going to make it. Nicely weighted ball. What a glitch with the rangefinder there, and a nonce.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And we have our very first corner. Goes for the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
De La Cruz clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Pulgar was in no mood for any of that. Just eases him off the ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Jorginho. Still just a single goal between the sides. Stood up well to him there. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Flamengo have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
And he lines up a cross. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. No way through, so back it comes. Real chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. He's gone for goal! Oh, nearly. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position. Oh, it's played into the area. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, easy picks there. He's shifting through the gears here. Shots for a shot! In he goes again. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
De la Cruz. 1-0 as we head towards the end. It's a pretty loose pass. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great position, so good from him.
He's picked his way through. Too much on it, and that is an easy game for the keeper.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many...
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Flamengo have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. Your final thoughts?
Flamengo really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The action has already started. Well, versatility and work rate have always been the strengths of Darren Fletcher, but he's done all of that in the face down the years of some doubters, Jim.
Yeah, he was criticised when playing in more offensive roles for giving the ball away a little too often and poor positional sense, Peter, but it became pretty apparent he was better suited to a deeper role, a holding midfielder, a box-to-box player.
Yes, and he gets a lot of praise from the people who matter. That's to say his teammates. Messi! Off the post! Yaya Toure. Cruyff. Spain finding their passes. They want to be quick to recover this. Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Climbs up big! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. In the end, they found themselves ending, nowhere to go. And it's Son Heung-min. Now it's Shevchenko. Now that looks a decent ball. It's a pretty loose pass. And that is a little undercooked. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And there's the shot! And that's a goal kick. Costa Curta is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Aubameyang. Can he get it through? Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Son Heung-min, and he's... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Nesta spots it and intercepts. Costa Curta. And it's Son Heung-min. Now Yaya Toure. And he's forced to go back. And it's Nesta. Beckenbauer. And it's Thuram. Passing is crisp and sharp for Nesta. And here's Raul. It's Raul! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we reach the halfway point.
Spain ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and determination. It's been a great commitment and that has to be maintained in the second half.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun second period here.
Spain are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Not the most accurate pass. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a big chance! Oh, taken with style! There is the breakthrough!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
After 57 minutes is number 8, Gabriel Bat.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Cruyff! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Cruyff is offering a wry smile there.
Well, that has not gone well. Your impression so far, Jim?
Spain are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Cruyff. Lobbed in behind. Shevchenko! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Toure charging forward, the ball at his feet. That's a nicely shaped ball. Roll! Fletcher tries to clear. And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 2 then. And that has been cleared.
Spain really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, he's been caught napping!
Spain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And it's Nakata. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. That is good alertness.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options.
Real chance! It's there! Spain are all square. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Spain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Tries from a long way out. Oh, that was close.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Beckham. Aim to be... And Shevchenko! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And that's that. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Son Heung-min claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Spain can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. So hello and welcome one and all on a night which is anything but welcoming. The rain is tumbling down here, you can see it against the floodlights. It gives an added sense of drama to a game which was already in itself deemed dramatic. The conditions here will play a substantial part. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things have got underway here. Ouattara! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Ouattara deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Does well to stand firm and defend it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a throw. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And he's forced to go back. Chelsea still without a single shot on target. And it's Neymar.
Oh, great feat, that.
Knocks it into space. Now here's the delivery.
Well played and well cleared.
And that's been won straight back. And this is Neymar. Takes a shot! That's going to go a long way. Beckenbauer. And this is Cruyff. Played out to the left flank. Hangs one in. And that is... He's tried one!
Just as I thought, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Lovely. And the finish! Goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Chelsea have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
1 minute added time.
And no, he's seen through all of that. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. So your views on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Chelsea go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And the action is back on the way. Chelsea carrying a one-goal lead. Nesta. Yamal. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Jordan Henderson. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Ouattara. Lovely pass. Shot, surely! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Now it's Neymar. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Nuno Mendes tries a cross. And they can counter here. Makalele makes the interception. It's Neymar. He's picked his way through. Not the most accurate pass. Jordan Henderson. And the counter is on. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's got away. Cruyff. Pelé. Chance! He scores! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And yes, it's him again. Chelsea are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
This looks promising. Can he? He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. 5 minutes left on the clock. Has a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've played it short. Nelson. Shot a goal! And time is up. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Pelé picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I think an awful lot has been said already about this guy, Federico Chiesa. He's capable of playing in all forward positions, and I like the way he looks in more fluid systems, which often play without a designated number 9.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Can he get on the end of this? Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Chiesa receives it in a wide position. Bellingham. Bellingham looking to penetrate opposition lines. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Incoming delivery.
Well played and well cleared.
Ambitious ball here. He's on it. Can he get away? He has found the way through. And that's a good... Goes for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He's picked his way through. Chalobah tries to clear. Retegui! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Oh, played right into his path. Costa Curta. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Now it's Kane. Foden. Big chance! Goal! England! England take the lead.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
England have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Retegui unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And here's Foden. And he's had a hit! Superb from Foden! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. England are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded.
It's Basho!
There will be 1 minute added time.
Bellingham. Not the most accurate pass. And there's the end of the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
So off we go once more.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, that has not gone well. Foden. Costa Curta cuts out the pass. Shot could be on. Shot, surely! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And the lead is extended still further. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Palmer demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man up.
Keane! It's in! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Oh, he's been caught napping! And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chiesa. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Tries to play it through. Cannavaro gets rid without sophistication. Retegui. Now Tonali. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Bellingham. DiMarco gets over and intercepts. And this is Kane. Foden is onto this. That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Rice is behind this one.
Well, he knows he has the ability to put this exactly where he wants. He'll always back himself.
He's trying the shot. They want to be quick to recover this.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Well-timed, excellent interception. And that has been cut short. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Locatelli. Chiesa. And it's DiMarco. Palmer. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Tonali. Menu. Now it's Foden.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Foden. Roberto Baggio. And he's intervened well there. Now, can they get him away? The ball has bounced loose now. And he's on his way! Roberto Baggio. Plays a sharp little ball here. And that is as far as it goes. Italy perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment.
This is a lost children's announcement.
Well, what are your thoughts on...